Welcome back to Pulse Studios, home of 94.7 The Pulse Community Radio and Pulse Television. This show is produced by Diversitat students and volunteers. So if you'd like to be part of the show as a volunteer, or if you're interested in one of our media courses, check out 947thepulse.com to find out more. White Ribbon Day is an international day to raise awareness and abolish men's violence against women. Here's Jane with more.
It's White Ribbon Day, November the 25th, which is an international day working towards the elimination of men's violence towards women. There's events going on right around Australia and the state and also here in Geelong. And today I'm at Bethany Community Services to find out what services they provide to families in the Geelong community. I'm here with Grant Boyd, CEO of Bethany. Thanks so much for joining us today, Grant. Can you just give us a bit of background about who Bethany is?
Jane, Bethany is a large community service organisation in Geelong servicing the southwest Victoria, and we were established in 1868 on our original site here in Ballarat Road. Family violence is a very important area of our work. We provide a range of programs to work with men to hold them to account for their family violence and also to support the victims of family violence, which are mostly women and children.
And why is it important, do you think, to have a day like White Ribbon Day?
I think it's important for men to reflect, and remembering that most men don't use family violence, but for men who don't use family violence to reflect and do something about the issue, to promote the issue amongst the community when talking with people, that it's inappropriate for men to use violence against women or children at any time. We receive about 1,100 reports mostly from the police of family violence incidences a year, and that's men who use family violence. So we work with those men in a range of ways, but mostly around holding them to account. So whether that's assisting straight after the report to work with those men, whether it's running behaviour change programs in the evenings for groups of men, but we have a range of programs that work with those men to help them change their behaviour.
And what sort of support does Bethany provide to women and children who are in a family violence situation?
Bethany provides a wide range of services to women and children, but specifically for women and children experiencing family violence. For example, we have just piloted one of two programs in Victoria called the Strengthening Risk Management Demonstration Project to manage the most high-risk family violence cases. So we're talking here about women who might be at risk of lethality or serious injury, where all of the players get together and develop a risk management and support plan for those women. Recently, the state government announced that program, the RAMP or Risk Assessment and Management Panel, part of that program is going to be rolled out in Victoria. So we're very proud to have played a part in trialling this approach, which makes sure that all of the agencies involved, whether that's police, justice, child protection, housing services, welfare services, that are involved with those high-risk cases get together and develop a coordinated plan to protect women and children.
That's sensational. So it's really taking that holistic approach towards family violence situation.
We do have an integrated approach, so we consider all of the needs. So often women fleeing family violence might need housing, they might need financial assistance, they might need assistance with caring for their children, or a range of practical support. So it's really a matter of packaging all that support around the women and children, and then working with men to help hold them to account and looking at how we can assist change that behaviour.
We're looking at White Ribbon Day today, but it is a really important time of year for many families in the lead up to Christmas. And Bethany is one of the recipients of the annual Giving Appeal. Can you tell us a bit more about that, Grant?
Yeah, sure, Jane. The Bay FM Bethany Giving Tree Appeal is in its 14th year, and every year we distribute around 3,500 gifts to families in Geelong that are doing it pretty tough at Christmas.
And so I guess it's another way that the community can actually really help not just Bethany but families right throughout Geelong.
Absolutely. We've got almost 80 trees around the community this year, so if people want to donate a gift, you can go along to any of those 80 trees. They're all throughout the community, so there's lots of opportunities to make a donation.
It's been fantastic to be here at Bethany today on White Ribbon Day, which is working towards the elimination of violence against women. This is Jane Thomas for Pulse Geelong TV.
The Beeragarra Festival and Art Show is an annual celebration of culture, music and fun. We sent Bethany along to find out all about it.
The sun's shining, there's barely a breeze, and I'm down here in Beeragarra for the Beeragarra Festival. The town has come alive, and we're going to have a look around and see what is on display.
I'm just starting out, not sure of my destination. But I look up to my elders and I ask them the question.
Sarah is the group president here at the CWA Beeragarra branch. Sarah, tell me a bit about the CWA. What do you do?
Well, we do a multiple range of things. We get together and we have friendship based, but we really do a lot of community work. And most of our work is based with women and children in the area. We like to network. We also do a lot of craft and a lot of donations to the hospitals. So we knit caps for the preemie babies. We send a lot of packages to Melbourne to head office, and they'll go to overseas. We support orphanages. We also support a Thanksgiving fund each year to a different recipient, pancreatic cancer. So it is such a broad range, and some ladies come just for friendship. Other ladies are interested in the international side of the CWA, and other ladies are just interested to get together and bake.
Is it a requirement to be able to bake, to be able to knit, to join?
Well, I can't knit. I actually can't sew a button on. So it's absolutely not a requirement. Some of our ladies are actually in our branch in Beeragarra, particularly we're a newer branch, and we have a lot of community-based work and a lot of girls that are actually in community services. That's their line of work. It's really... A lot of the girls like to come to a cooking day, and we have a scone night, and everyone comes, and we get our older members will teach us old-fashioned techniques such as the preserving sauces. No, you don't have to do anything, and a lot of members just like to come and learn a new skill.
How has it changed over time? What makes the CWA still relevant these days?
I am the Polwarth District President, which means that goes to Pomberneet, Colac, Barongarook. So I get to see all the ladies and what they're doing, and they're all doing different things. We have day branches for some of the older members, and those ladies have been working tirelessly for many years, and today's members, as I said, are more interested in new relevant international affairs, and still, I have to stress still, we do a lot of work with the hospitals and also with the mothers and babies. This year Beeragarra has re-established a mothers group, which in the regional areas had gone by, but we have a lot of new mums in this area.
Well, I think I might have to check out what the latest cookbook is. I think mine's still 1975.
We look forward to selling a lot of these cookbooks, and that helps us raise money that we can then donate.
Thanks very much for chatting, Sarah.
No, thanks very much.
Rosie Blake is the co-proprietor of Blake Estate in Deans Marsh. Rosie, tell us a little bit about your wine. What do you make?
We specialise in Pinot Noir. We make sparklings. We have a Blanc de Noir and a Brut Rosé, which I've just opened, and Pinot Noir. We also have Pinot Grigio and a Rosé, a still Rosé. So we are only a small winery of only 2,000 vines. We have a cellar door, which we're about to open next weekend, 11 till 5 every weekend until June.
When someone is tasting a Pinot Noir, what kind of things are they likely to taste?
Well, it's a lighter style red wine. It's you taste sour cherries, blackberries, plum. It's a very delicious wine.
And how would you compare that to the white, the Pinot Grigio?
Pinot Grigio, that's made from a Pinot Gris grape. It's made in the Italian style. You can also get Pinot Gris, which is the French style, same grape. But it's a light, refreshing wine, fruit-driven, very delicious. Yeah, served chilled.
And what's Deans Marsh like as a wine region? I don't think of Deans Marsh when I think of wine areas.
Well, it's called cool climate. So basically we've got the Otways behind us, which provide a lovely sea mist in summer, which is lovely, and our average January temperature, which designates the cool climate, is about 18. But of course we get quite hot at times too. But that's really the requirement, is just a cool climate. So we're about the same as Launceston in Tasmania, and they make lovely Pinots too.
I'd have that over summer, I think, with, get some friends together and some nibbles and some of that.
Definitely, it's a celebratory sort of wine, isn't it?
Absolutely. Vicky's the co-coordinator of the festival here in Beeragarra. Vicky, how did this festival come about?
Well, this is its 15th year and it came about from the community groups. Actually, I think it was the primary school wanting to have an art show as a fundraiser for the town. Needless to say, it's grown a bit. Originally, the art show was up at the church hall and now, as you can see, it's behind us and it has over 360 entries with prize pool of our $7,000. So it's become quite well known.
What does a festival like this mean for a small town like Beeragarra?
Well, it means that all our community groups, the football club, the rec reserve, our primary school, our kindergarten, they're all fundraising. So this is really important for them.
And how about throughout the rest of the year? Have you noticed a change in the town and the visitors to the town when it's not festival?
We certainly do. What's been born from the festival is markets. We do a monthly market from December through to May. And that has kept the continuation of visitors coming back all the time. Now we're in a fantastic spot. We've got more B&Bs, but now we've got the renowned Bray restaurant, and that is bringing a lot of people out to Beeragarra.
Do you think people are surprised when they come here and see what's on offer?
Well, I walk around with my festival volunteer cap on and I get a lot of people say to me, thank you. You might have seen as we approached here, this is so good, I think after the winter hibernation, we've always been this full second weekend in October. So it's really important to us that we continue on with that tradition. And if the weather's good, the people come.
Do festivals like this break the small town stigma?
What it does do, it brings people to live in these small towns. That keeps our primary school going, that keeps our traders going. It's very important. We're only a town of, we were 500, we're now about 700. We've now got sewerage. We've redeveloped the park, we've got a master plan for our rec reserve. So it keeps that momentum going. So it is important in that respect.
You've put on a great festival, well done.
Thank you so much.
I'm Bethany Keys, and that's it from me down here at the Beeragarra Festival. I'm going to sit back, relax and enjoy some of this great music. Back to you in the studio.